The Shining is a 1980 psychological horror movie produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick, and is based on the Stephen King novel of the same name, which was released 3 years previously, in 1977. The movie follows Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, an aspiring writer and recovering alcoholic who accepts a position as the off-season caretaker at the Overlook Hotel, which is isolated in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Along for the thrill ride are his wife Wendy, and his young son Danny. We find out near the start of the movie that one of the previous hotel caretakers was a bona fide bonkers bastard, who ended up murdering his whole family. There's something about being cooped up in a hotel with bugger all to do that apparently sends people a tad loopy, but Jack assures his interviewer that he's a very good boy. He wants nothing more than to get his head down and write his novel. The family get a guided tour around the hotel, and meet the hotel cook, played by Scatman Crothers. He's a dodgy fella, but has a heart of gold, and quickly builds a rapport with Jack's son. Danny is a dead-set mad lad, and at 5 years of age, has an imaginary friend called Tony, who lives in his finger. Yeah, a bit weird. Even weirder, the cook hints that Danny can communicate telepathically with other people who share his gift. It is known as the ability to shine, hence The Shining. Next we see the three of them left to their own devices. When winter hits, the hotel is colder than a penguin's ball bag, so it's important to keep busy. Danny zooms around the multicolored corridors on his tricycle, and begins to see strange, and often disturbing things. Hundreds of the rooms are unoccupied for the off-season, which of course, means lots of loco crap is about to go down. Meanwhile, we see as Jack's mental state declines. The isolation and boredom is literally driving him bananas, and as a recovering alcoholic, he's gagging for some hooch. After a lifelike hallucination, a clumsy bastard waiter spills cocktails on Jack at a gala ball, and this is where shit hits the fan. The waiter plays on Jack's boredom and paranoia, and we see as Jack becomes increasingly more hostile towards his family. Also, Danny's supernatural talents drop hints that murder is on its way, and he is mysteriously lured to room 237. What could possibly be inside? Oh, please let it be puppies. Everyone loves puppies. So there we have it. A loving father gone batshit crazy, a gifted child who can see the dead, and some bath time shenanigans. Can Danny use his shining powers to call for help? Will Wendy have the guts to stand up to her bully of a husband? Oh, good hit. And is Jack writing possibly the shittest book ever? Sure looks like it. Stephen King famously hated the movie adaptation of The Shining, mainly due to its deviations from his novel. He also felt that Kubrick portrayed the characters of the story incorrectly, and that by introducing a dark side to Jack's character, completely missed his loving personality. Leave it out, mate, it's a story about how Jack goes mental and tries to kill his family. If that's not already dark, then what is? The acting performance of Jack Nicholson is outstanding. He's such an intriguing and unpredictable actor, it seems that everything he does is a perfect fit for the mood of the movie. Every demonic grin, every taunt, he's always a joy to watch. The whole film feels creepy, from the elevator full of blood, to Danny's weird little fits. They all combine to make a fantastic horror spectacle full of iconic scenes. The Here's Johnny part in the bathroom is one of the most well-known and well-loved cinema moments of all time, but there are great sequences throughout the movie. The final chase in the snowy labyrinth raised the anxiety levels up to 11, but I'm still a bit on the fence on how I feel about Jack's frosty demise. I can't help but feel bad for old Scatman Crothers. His run-in with Jack Nicholson's characters in past movies haven't always ended in his favor. In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Jack Nicholson's character, Murphy, really drops Scatman in the crapper when he persuades him to abuse his role of authority for a night of booze, debauchery, and a bit of, "How's your father?" and eventually lead to him losing his job. Their run-in in The Shining is a bit worse than unemployment, and Jack's actions result in Scatman experiencing an unfortunate bout of heartburn. Might need some Gaviscon for that one, buddy. If you haven't seen The Shining, then where the hell have you been? Get on it immediately, it's so worth watching. Well, go on then, get to it lad. That's the end of another top-notch review, for you lucky boys and girls. If you found value in this video, then go ahead and give us a like, it really helps the channel out, and consider subscribing if you want more videos like this one. Take care and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers babes.